some of the things that we can do under ACC. So we can move them to Cover Plus Extra, and one of the first things that allows us to do, if we're going to keep Mary in the program, is move her classification code to her duties, not to the business classification. There always has to be one person in the business under that code, but we can move her. So if we came to the conclusion it was appropriate to keep her in there, then that in itself creates a saving for her. At this point, we haven't done anything around changing the benefit structure in terms of the sums assured, but if he went on claim at his current level, he would get 100% of the benefit of $41,000, not 80%. So his income would now be $34,805. Still a big drop, still not where we want him to be, but it's better than where he would have been. So those are some small changes. But if we really want to get holistic now, and this is now we're really thinking about this big umbrella, then we want to maximise the financial protection. This is where we want to blend these products together, because remember, we've got to pay some ACC, it's statutory, it's mandatory, we can't escape that if we're a taxpayer. But we've moved to Cover Plus Extra. We have changed those classification units. We've dialed them down, but again, we could take Mary out of this picture altogether. But what ACC Cover Plus allows us to do is dial the benefit right down to the lowest possible level, in which in this case at the moment, this mandatory level is this value here. I think this is right still for this year, but it could be slightly different at the moment, but within COE. So that allows us to drop the levy, right? Bearing in mind that this is still going to be paid out at 100% gross compared to 80%. But what we then do is we add in over the top, in effect, the income protection benefit. And instead of basing it on the 82, we negotiate it being based on 100% of the surplus, the 82,000, plus the allowable expenses, in this case home office, a vehicle, and I think we added back in depreciation as well. Where that took us to was that he could have a net benefit of just under 60,000 for his disability claim. And we had a premium, a total cost premium, and if we took her out of the picture, of 2258. So he was at 2,000 before. We've restructured this whole thing so that now if he was on claim, instead of the household getting $27,000 of income, would get close to $60,000 of income. But we've moved the premium by $258 in a year. So tiny shift for really, really substantial improvement in their financial risk position. So if Gary becomes disabled, then our structure now, if it was by accident, because he still can get the income protection, there is an offset, but his position is still going to be a net income of $63,000. If he was if his disability was caused by illness, he would get no ACC benefit, but he would get the full benefit of his income protection. So either way, this family's financial position is protected against disability, whether it was by accident or illness, it doesn't matter.